Hello, this is Jim Miller with Unlocking Personal Leadership Live. Tonight we're on Facebook and YouTube Live, and I want to talk tonight about an upcoming adventure that Lisa Lurie and I are going to do in fasting. We're planning to do a 6-day extended fast starting on Friday this week, and we're just getting started with the prep work, getting prepared for that fast. And I wanted to just kind of talk about that tonight. And also, before I get started, I just learned that my friend Bob Donnell is going in to the doctor to get a procedure done, and his eyesight is apparently failing him, and prayers are appreciated if you're into that, or however you feel it's appropriate to support him with your love and good thoughts. That would be good. Godspeed, Bob Donnell, and let's get your eyesight back to where it needs to be. So on with our live tonight. What I wanted to talk about is something that I've been working on for the last 4 years now. Various aspects of fasting. I do intermittent fasting, and I also do extended fasting. And we're moving into a 6-day extended fast. This will be the fourth one that I've done. And every time I do them, it gets easier and easier. But as I'm learning how to do these too, I'm learning that prepping for them in an appropriate way makes it a lot easier to do and get you the benefits. So I want to just kind of go over those a little bit tonight. And as this week progresses and on into next week, we'll get into more detail. So let me pull up my Facebook account over here, just in case somebody's watching and they'd like to chime in and maybe ask questions or say hello, or just maybe talk about their experiences with fasting. Love to hear about that. So, yep, I'm live, and so I'm watching that, and hopefully I'll catch it when you say hello. And so this podcast, or this live, is all about unlocking personal leadership, and what our goal is to help you live your best life, design and live your best life, and create the best you. So I've got 5 shifts that I'm going through right now that I talk about on this show. And the first one is becoming, and it's working to become the best me and the best you. The second one is longevity, and this exercise that we're talking about tonight with the fasting has a direct impact on this part of it, the longevity part of it. And so if you have any questions about how fasting has anything at all to do with longevity, ask me questions and we'll see if we can get you answers. It's not just me. I'm following a cadre of experts. I read and listen to people like Dr. Stephen Gundry and Dr. Boz, B-O-Z, or Bosworth. She's amazing. And then Dr. Ken Berry, who's the carnivore diet guy. He's on YouTube. You can find, he's got tons and tons of information about the benefits of the carnivore diet and how it affects longevity. And then the king of fasting, he's written several books just on fasting, is Dr. Jason Fung, F-U-N-G. He's a great resource that I go to when I have questions about fasting, and I've never been disappointed. He's always helped me to get through whatever challenges I was having with his content. So strongly recommend that. The first bit of this week, so I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we start fasting on Friday. So I've got basically 4 days now to prepare for this fast. And it's not difficult. basically fasting is just not eating, right? But there's some things that you can do that you need to make sure you're set up for in order to have it be a good experience. I have a friend who did a fast and he went right into it without becoming what's called metabolically flexible or keto adapted before he did that. He ended up in the hospital. You don't want to go there, and you don't have to. If you know what you're doing and you prepare for it, you can get all the benefits of the fast experience without dealing with all of the the hypoglycemias and the headaches and all the negative stuff that you hear. It's funny when I tell people I'm going to do a fast and they look at me like, huh? And you say, why would you do that? And I will talk about all the benefits of it, from the autophagy, the apoptosis, to the improved health of your mitochondria, to losing weight. People lose weight, and I usually lose 10 to 15 pounds when I do these. And again, this is my fourth one. So yeah, losing weight's good, but the other benefits far outweigh that. The weight loss is kind of a side benefit for me. So taking a look at this, metabolically flexible or keto adapted, that's a really important thing to make sure that you're able to do. And when usually it takes your body, if you're not conditioned for this, it takes your body 3 to 5 days to, when you slow down on your consumption of carbs and your consumption of sugar, all that has to be dissipated in your blood and in your body before your system knows, well, okay, now I got to start looking at other fuels. Now my body is, because I'm metabolically flexible, it's like having a car that will run on multiple fuels. And it's really cool. I now don't get hungry when I transition into ketosis. It just goes. And it usually takes when I started, it took 3 full days for me to get into the ketosis phase. Now I get there every day because I'm intermittent fasting. So it's easy for me. I don't feel hungry. I don't get the headaches. I don't get the hypoglycemias, not yelling at people with the hangries or whatever it is they say. I just don't have those problems anymore. And I've lost, when I originally started the process, I lost 50 pounds and I've kept it off mostly. I gained some back over this Christmas holiday season. And so I gained about 18 pounds, I think. Not that I'm counting, but it's something that, it's not hard to do. I was indulging, I had fun, and now I want to, not that I have to, but I want to get back to my ideal weight, which is at about 175 pounds. So that's my goal. And so this fast will help me get about halfway there. And then the rest will just take off over time. And so keto adapted is basically when your body it's dissipated all of the carbohydrates and all of the sugars and all the junk that you've got, and your liver starts actually accessing fat in your body to convert that to energy. And that's what ketosis is. And so it's the ability to access the fat in your body that's stored in various places so that your body gets what it needs to run. And your brain takes most of that. So it's a pretty amazing process once you get into it, but it's very simple. And doing it is, again, so I have so many benefits. So getting this week, what we're doing is eliminating carbs and eliminating sugar. And we're eating a very basic diet. And it's actually, we're following a recipe that's in Dr. Gundry's books, Plant Paradox, his first book. And it's called the Phase 1 diet. And it's basically a green shake that he has a recipe for, and some guacamole boats that we make with lettuce and guacamole. You can have avocados, and there's some other recipes that are in there with cauliflower and other really good foods that you can use to create these simple meals that your body processes and enjoys. There's tons of nutrition in there, and it cleans out your body with all of the carbohydrates and sugars, and you become prepared to move into ketosis and become metabolically flexible. And I think I already am, but I have also, I have a glucose and ketone meter that I use when I do my fasting. And so I just ordered today some new test strips, and this little meter I'll be using, and it's, you might have seen, if you know anybody who's diabetic, they use these to test their blood all the time. And so you just prick your finger with a little thing that you use, and you set this up, and then you just pop it on. I don't have a needle in here, but you just pop it into your finger. Oh, I guess I did. So I just got some blood. So it's really simple to do. There's a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, just take the meter and it pulls up some of that blood, and then it takes the reading, and you get a glucose reading and you get a ketones reading. And then I'm using Dr. Boz has an amazing spreadsheet. I just dump those numbers into the spreadsheet, and it calculates all of my autophagy readings and everything that's going on in my body that I need to know, and makes it really simple and fun, actually, to take my numbers, because I get instant feedback. How am I doing? And so this pre-work this week is simple. It's just eating the phase 1 meals, and using Dr. Gundry's process. It's all laid out, and then setting up for the supplements that we're going to be using. And I'll go over that list with you later to talk about what supplements I'm going to be using while I'm fasting. One of the key ones is activated charcoal, where as you're fasting, your body pulls out, starts consuming the stored fat. And a lot of us, especially if we haven't fasted in a while, and we've eaten whatever we eat, there's heavy metals that your body deposits those heavy metals because it doesn't know what else to do with them. It deposits them in the fat storage places. And so when you're fasting, those heavy metals can come out into your body again, and they're floating around in your intestines and various places, your bloodstream. And you want to pull those out and get rid of them, or they'll get reabsorbed, and you don't want that. So one of the things that we take while we're fasting, doing these extended fasts, is the charcoal. So it absorbs that and then just goes out the back. It's so that it's just a matter of getting that done. And we have other supplements that we use in fasting so that it helps us to pull out toxins and give us the right nutrition, like trace minerals. It's important to drink enough water. I drink a lot of green tea, and I take these supplements to help me with the trace minerals, so that otherwise you can get cramps, because your neurons need that salt and those minerals to fire properly. So, and I'm going to be exercising while I'm doing this one. So be in the gym, be doing my exercising. And last thing I want is my muscles to start cramping up because of that. So I'm going to be taking the trace minerals, and there's a small list of other supplements that we take during this process. And so we'll let you get you set up on those too, if you want to do this. My why am I doing this? Why am I doing this crazy thing called an extended fast. Well, the real reason for me is that it makes me feel better. It resets my metabolism, and it cleans everything out. It refreshes everything in my body, and it gives, I spend a lot of effort helping my mitochondria, which are little organelles inside your cells, to produce energy for me. They produce what's called adenosine triphosphate. And that's the energy currency that your body uses to transfer the energy from foods you eat and whatever energy you're getting from your body. And it could be food you're eating. It could be butyrates from your microbiome that are produced. Your microbiome, if you don't know what that is, that's a whole nother subject. But I eat from my microbiome. I eat from my mitochondria, and have them give me the most energy. So, it's as we go through this, again, the benefits for me is I'm losing weight. I'm keeping it off. My body is actually getting younger because I'm invoking something called autophagy, autophagy, AUTOPHAGY. So you might want to look that up. Autophagy and apoptosis is another key factor, where the cells, when you stress them and they can't handle whatever their function is properly, they'll raise their hand, and the mitochondria will go in and pull those cells out, grind them up, reuse any amino acids and proteins and anything that they can find in there, and recycle those things and then dump the rest. So that's why my body is getting younger now. It's because I'm replacing the old tired cells all the time, because I'm doing fasting, I'm exercising, I'm eating in a fasting, intermittent fasting. So I stress my body a little bit, using heat, like in the sauna for certain periods of time every week, can help with that. And also going into cold water plunges can create stress, just enough so your cells go, yeah, I really don't want to do this anymore, and they get pulled out and replaced. And that's a good thing. So these are all my parts of why I'm doing this: to get younger, to lose weight, to feel better, get energy, just feel better. It supports my being able to have a really fun life, and into my 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Who knows? I'm maybe 120. Who knows? But it would be, I don't want to live to 120 sitting in a wheelchair. I want to live to 120 till I'm 119 in a month, and then die. That's what I want to do. So that's my goal. And let's see. So what's coming? What I'd like to do is talk about sharing this live with me, and I want to give you an incentive to share it. So what I'm going to do is, this next week, I want to give away one of these books. This is a book. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's called 10-Minute Mastery Journal. And it's by a gentleman that I know and respect. His name's Ken Walls. And he's a very successful entrepreneur. And he's put together this really, really, really cool journal for, you go in the morning and then in the evening, and you write things. And it's one page, 10 minutes each time. And it's incredible how well thought out this book is. And so I want to give you an opportunity to get a free one. So all you got to do is share this out, share this live out to your friends and family and everybody that you know, and let me know how many times you shared it. And I might be able to get data on that too somewhere. But share it out. And if you want one of these great journals, I'd be happy to send you one. Just give me some shares. So I appreciate it. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. I've got some go do some cooking. I've got to make some guacamole, and I'm making what else are we doing? We're going to do some lamb tonight. I'm kind of inching into this fasting thing, but we're getting rid of all the stuff in the fridge now today, so that next week there's nothing there, because we're not going to be eating it. Don't have to throw it away. So that's tonight's meal. I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go exercise with Miss Laree at the studio. So hope you're having an awesome day. And again, Bob, prayers out to Bob Donnell for his eyes to heal. And you guys have an awesome night. Take care. See you next time. Bye.